Tom Waits has been known for a half-century as an influential songwriter and practitioner of experimental blues, rock, and jazz. But you may be surprised to discover that he's assembled a long resume as an actor. Most of his film work has been in supporting roles in independent features. He has popped up in a few studio productions, and he's knocked out a couple of lead performances as he did in Down by Law, which we talked about last week on Geezerology 2.0. Waits is scheduled to land in theaters in November in the highly anticipated Wild Horse 9. If you're ready to see more of Waits before then, you might check out one of the following. Ironweed, 1987, directed by Hector Babenco. Waits plays Jack Nicholson's drinking buddy in this film about a tragic homeless couple in the early 1940s. Nicholson and Meryl Streep both were nominated for Oscars, but neither critics nor audiences cared much for this movie. Bram Stoker's Dracula, 1992, directed by Francis Ford Coppola. Waits turned up in small parts and cameos in several of Coppola's movies in the early 1980s. Coppola gave Waits a bigger role this time around as R.M. Renfield, Dracula's deranged, bug-eating servant. Waits' manic performance was a memorable one. The movie did great box office, but it's mostly remembered as an overblown, rather dull retelling of the classic story. Shortcuts, 1993, directed by Robert Altman. Waits is an alcoholic limo driver married to a waitress played by Lily Tomlin in this ensemble piece. This weave of several interlocking stories is one of Altman's most celebrated films. It features a lot of faces and names you'd recognize, turning in some great performances. Seven Psychopaths, 2012, directed by Martin McDonagh. Tom's one of the title characters. He's a serial killer who's always carrying around a little white bunny while killing other serial killers. Colin Farrell is a writer struggling with a screenplay. He draws inspiration from people involved in a scheme to kidnap a gangster's dog. Woody Harrelson, Sam Rockwell, and Christopher Walken are among the other psychos he meets along the way. Seven Psychopaths was a solid hit for McDonagh, a longtime British playwright who's had big success as a film director. He's why Wild Horse 9 is carrying big expectations. The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, 2018, directed by Joel and Ethan Coen. This was the last film the brothers made before they split and went solo. It's a darkly comic anthology of post-Civil War stories they made for Netflix. Waits handles one of the segments pretty much by himself as a grizzled prospector camping out in a mountain valley. It's got good reviews. Of course, we have no idea about audience response because Netflix doesn't like to talk about those things.